Thank you so much for joining me today. And so today I will talk about VUI design. Okay, so let's take a look. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I probably need to do this. Okay. Okay, you can see my screen. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you can still see my screen, right? Okay, great. Okay, so a little bit about me. I've been working on UX UI design products for over 10 years. And the most challenging project was Starshine Space AR iOS app. I've been self-taught AR Unity development since 2017. So yeah, I was able to launch an AR iOS app, start from UX UI research to final development. And right now it's on the Apple iOS store. And my next goal, milestone, is to launch an Oculus app, which is related to Mars exploration. And fun project, I got selected as one of the NASA social media influencers. And
cool.
It was so cool. I was invited to NASA and kind of like broadcasting their launch event. So I feel so proud. And I did a lot of web AR projects on their social. It's like they have a social media group, and I post a lot of web AR
Very
just
cool.
out of my heart. They didn't pay me, but it's fan work. Yeah, and my goal in the next 5 years will be growing XR community and inspire people every day. So that's why I start the XR daily news at Clubhouse, and also I start this meetup, and I also start XReality Academy, getting a lot of experts to launch or like create their course. So yeah, that's me. Okay, so today the agenda, we will cover what is VUI, practical application of VUI, and complexity of VUI design, pros and cons of VUI design, and what makes VUI so special. And also, so some, take-ons. Okay, so what is VUI? Could you mute yourself? Because I heard some noise. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so what is VUI? VUI is voice user interface. Okay, so let's see the definition. Okay, one of many branches in natural user interface. Yeah, so if you want to know more about natural user interface, later on I have a banner which I post, or it's a preview course for the natural user interface. And this later on I will upload the course, which is the full course of natural user interface. Right now it's just a preview version. If you are interested in watching the preview videos, feel free to go to the site. Later on I will show you. And so VUI is one of the NUI, and then it's also makes spoken human interactions with computer possible, using speech recognition to understand spoken comments and answer questions, and typically text to speech to play and reply. A VCD, voice command device, is a device controlled with a voice user interface. Okay, so later on you will hear a lot of like SD or like a VCD, VUI, but the whole point is that there's a history, right? Everything has its own history. You see like the Siri, or like a lot of VUI right now, it had been involved for so many years, right? So there are a lot of I would say certain abbreviation or certain professional term, for example, like chatbot, right? We all heard of chatbot. What's chatbot? Chatbot is not really a chat, right? When we think of chat, we think, oh, we are talking, right? But chatbot is actually a text-to-text online, platform that allows you to chat or like type text-to-text to kind of like artificial intelligence, like a certain program, a bot, right? So yeah, so there will be a lot of confusing terms. What you can do, and like a lot of people use different terms and talking about same thing or different things. So sometimes it's very confusing, but all you need to do to learn is, I think VUI is very important. And then also later on you will learn like speech recognition. It's more old, right? Speech recognition is like the machine understand somebody's talking, right? So you probably can kind of look at the words and figure it out. Is this means that? Yeah, but because there are so many professional terms. And VUI means voice, user, right? User speak, and this is the interface. So yeah, so today we will cover VUI and speech recognition. And speech recognition is probably the grandpa of user VUI, right? So later on we will cover that. Okay, so let's see, what's VUI? Let's use the big holistic thoughts. It's in Don Norman, like user experience, the book, right? Don Norman, his famous book, Design of Everyday Things, right? In his one of his quote, he thinks that, they think the experience is that simple device, a website or the app, or who knows what. No, it's everything. It's the way you experience the world. It's the way you experience your life. It's the way you experience the service. Oh yeah, an app or computer system, but it's a system that's everything. So when you think broadly, right, user experience is not just web design and app design. It's everything, right? Is whatever you interact with everything in the world, right? It's not just limited to graphic 2D, right? It's the way, for example, I grab a cup, right? That's another user interface, or like that's another user experience, right? And grabbing, right? Grabbing and things going up, that's, interface, because you are interact with that cup, right? If you think that way, that everything, every action, every thoughts, everything in this world is kind of something interact with something, right? So it's kind of broad in like, let's level it up. So basically that's interface. And then voice user interface means that we use voice to communicate. Right now we can communicate, with machine, but maybe in the future we can communicate with something else, right? So right now our definition is more like use voice, is voice machine interface. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look of the history. Yeah, very interesting history. So back in 1952, 3 Bell Labs researchers built a system called Audrey for single-digit recognition. So, for example, if you say something, and there will be some light in the machine, and knows that, oh, I know you are talking. Like that's the first speech recognition. It means that like the machine knows that someone is speaking, but not really understand what's going on, and probably couldn't really put any comment later, right? So it's speech recognition. I recognize there's a speech, right? And then back in 1962, the shoebox. The IBM shoebox could understand 16 words, which made the most advanced SR system, speech recognition system in the world. So basically this is the shoebox is Alexa and Siri's great granddad. Yeah, grandpa. Yeah, so let's take a look. Can you hear the sound? Can you hear?
Last year, an experimental machine that recognizes the human voice was introduced to the press by its inventor, William C. Dersch, of the Advanced Systems Development Division.
Our efforts to communicate with, that is, control machines, have resulted in a demonstration voice recognition machine capable of operating an adding machine. Shoebox 2, the name given to it because of its small size, recognizes the 10 spoken digits and in addition 6 command words, plus, minus, total, subtotal, false, and off. I will now speak a few digits and commands to the machine to demonstrate its capabilities. 6, 7, 8, plus, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, minus, subtotal, 1, 7, 6, 2, 0, minus, 1, 3, 4, 9, 0, 2, plus, total. The machine has understood my voice and caused the adding machine to correctly perform these arithmetical operations.
A machine that recognizes the human voice. Evidence of IBM's continued exploration into the technologies of tomorrow.
Yeah, so I would say this is really, like a big thing for, VUI, right? Because right now machine can understand, turn the voice into text, right? This is a big, big achievement. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. Okay, around 1971 to 1976, DARPA and Harpy. Harpy could understand, around 10,000 words. It's or the vocabulary of a 3-year-old child, right? So Harpy system was created by Carnegie Mellon. So yeah, Carnegie Mellon. So you can take a look